The Joburg Crisis Alliance and other groups are holding a summit today under the theme Save Joburg. The event brings together groups such as the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation, OUTA and others. And the city's continued water crisis is one of the issues on the agenda. Newzroom Afrika's Katleho Sekhotho is in Brixton where the gathering will take place. Good morning, Katleho. Can you take us through the details of this event and exactly what is expected to happen today?
Good morning, Maschaba. Indeed, we're here in Brixton where the meeting is set to kick off in about an hour's time, and it is a coming together of various groups under the Joburg Crisis Alliance, such as OUTA and Defend Our Democracy, Rivonia Circle, to discuss the issues plaguing the city of Johannesburg. Now, one might remember the developments last year when the groups came together to call for the mayor at the time, Mr. Kabelo Kwamanda, to vacate that position. But most importantly, it was the points raised during that time that they highlighted for that calling, and it was related to the constant decay or the continued decay in the city, waste management not being properly meted out, also, water supply issues, electricity tariff issues, and a number of other issues plaguing the city in which the groups felt were not being adequately handled by the then administration. And so today, under the banner Save the City or Save Joburg, the groups have come together to chart a way forward for 2025 and to see how they will mobilize moving forward. But I do have with me the Executive Director from the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation, Mr. Nishan Balton. So thank you for your time. Take us through what the discussions will be today and what is the aim.
Good morning and greetings to your viewers. This is, I think, the 6th summit that we will host, attempting to bring together interested role players, organizations from across the city, from its 135 wards, at least those who have an interest. The focus today, as you've correctly said, is we want to talk about how to save Joburg. What is it that citizens, residents, community organizations, NGOs, businesses can do to save the city from decay, from collapse, from corruption, and from, at a basic level, to save the city from its utter disrespect towards the people of the city. Because at the heart of it, a city that respects its people wouldn't allow what is happening in Joburg to be happening today. And we will make various proposals to this gathering. And those proposals are aimed at looking at what is it that people can do themselves. And we will propose an idea called Civic Saturdays that would be encouraging people across the length and breadth of this city on Saturdays to dedicate some time to fixing up where they can, to begin to understand their rights, their roles, their responsibilities, and to start identifying the issues that affect those wards that allows for them to start their own campaigns to get the city to fix up whatever needs to be fixed up in their localities, whether it's a pool, a park, or whatever it is. At a level beyond that, we are going to look at how to use the new court rulings that says municipal managers and officials can now be held accountable for bad decisions. That is important. The new powers of the Auditor General to hold municipal managers and others accountable for bad financial decisions. But ultimately, we want to emerge at the end of this year with an idea of what's the vision for Joburg 2031. So at the end of the next election cycle, what's the vision that we would want to see for this city? And it is that vision that we hope will guide the choice of political parties and candidates come the 2026 elections. Mm-hmm. What we want to do at the end, by November next year, is to have gotten through to every Joburger that local government matters, and having good people in local government matters equally more. Mm-hmm. Because if we don't get the right people in, if we don't get people with integrity in as councillors, irrespective of their political parties, then the city is never going to come right. So we're looking at beyond elections. What is it that we can do? What is it that the law allows us to do to exert accountability? And then ultimately it will be for people to make their choices come 2026.
Now, Mr. Bolton, in the advisory for today, you list their city capture. What does that mean?
So we've seen state capture at the parastatals, the SOEs, national government. That same model, we believe, has been replicated across municipalities in the country. And today, Ferial Haffordji will unpack that in much more detail, more than I can actually explain here today. But we think that if you take the issue of water, it's a very clear example. It's an inexplicable problem. But what you have seen in this, with the water crisis in the city, is just the rise of water tank service providers. And that raises questions. Are these water tank service providers at the heart of this problem? Who's providing these water tankers? Are they politically connected? And it's the same model that you've seen at a national level when we use the word state capture.
We'll leave it there for now, Mr. Bolton.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, Ms. Chaba, you heard it there from the Executive Director at the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation, Mr. Nishan Bolton, explaining the agenda here today, the meeting that will be had through these different organizations. And at the heart of it is about holding officials accountable for the lack of service delivery and also charting a way forward for this year and even post the local government elections, even post the national elections, to see how can citizens be active participants in ensuring that Joburg is an efficient and functioning city.
Thank you so much, Katleho. Sekhotho reporting for Newzroom Afrika from Brixton, where the Joburg Crisis Alliance and other groups are holding a summit today under the banner Save Joburg.